Dan, I just wanna dance. I wanna dance, I wanna dance. I don't wanna say it, I wanna dance, I wanna dance.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Caught offside that time. Pedro Porro. It's a good run down the right. Pedro Porro tries a cross. He's fizzed it forward. Played back. And here's Gavi. Space for him to turn and look. Cleared without hesitation. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's Zubimendi.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Camavinga.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match.
Can he finish? Oh, it's
There you go.
again. Goal, Spain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Thuram. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake.
Trời chỗ kém thế.
Level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mignon deals with that nice and simple. Aimed beyond the defence. Conte. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. 30 minutes gone. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Zubimendi. Tries to play it through. Camavinga. And it's Zubimendi. Gavi. And it's Rodri. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of... Shot a goal! Could be danger here. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Grimaldo is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Some good work on the right flank here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Upamecano clears it away. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. And this is Perez. Forced to go back. Pedri. Pedri touches it back. Decent chance!
Đi, mày
And yet another chance goes to waste.
chưa?
Just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's shifting through the gears here. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So once again, we're underway.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Pedro Porro. Couldn't squeeze it through. Chouameni, great vision. Thuram has the space to scheme. There's the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gavi. And it's Rodri. And here's Perez. Pedro Porro. Very nicely done. And it's Zubimendi. Pedro Porro just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivered across. Cleared without hesitation.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rodri getting this one clear. Saliba. And Hernandez. Camavinga. Referee's given a throw. Oh, it's Dembele. Pedri. Zubimendi. Now it's Morata. And they're back on the ball again. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Gavi. And it's Porro. He is through here. That's going across. Oh, good effort. Goal, Spain! Into the lead once more. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 6.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 22.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah.
Il numero 12.
Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Doué looking for options for movement.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking to play him in. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He's a sharp little ball here. That ball looks a good one. A Sơn defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Grimaldo, nice looking ball. That's good vision. And that's a good ball. Danny Olmo is having a shot! And that has been cleared. This time surely! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get it through? Pedro Porro has it in a wide position. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And there goes the final whistle. Spain are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and they're...
ASA An.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. So we're very much on the way now.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
ASA picks it up out wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great defending, strong and determined. Havertz. Can he get it through? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, super find. He's found a way through. Real chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Hoisted in. Oh, good.
Oh, he's done.
He's got in. He's put through his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And here's the chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. It's Dembele! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Camavinga gets across to intercept that. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Gyökeres. And here's Eze. And it's Zubimendi. And it's Rice. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch.
Máy acha tay.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the delivery. And they've been given a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. France are looking to go forward now. Searching pass he's played there. And this is Dembele.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He has found a way through. Rice. Now that looks a decent ball. This looks promising. No way through, so back it comes. Havertz tries a shot. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Swings it across. Opts to play it back. Havertz driving for Havertz!
Harvard!
Heavenly from Havertz! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the comeback is complete! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, perfectly measured that. Well read, and the danger is averted. Saka. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And he's intervened well there. And it's Camavinga. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Rice. Timber. Great vision. Trossard. He's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Arsenal have their second corner now. Rice plays it short. That's very neat. And he lines up a cross. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nice physical challenge. Hernandez. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Havertz. Saliba, looking to play him in. Thuram gets into a good position. Thuram's cross. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And he's picked out the run. He is through here. Played out to the left flank. And the whistle goes for half-time. Arsenal have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Arsenal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So the action resumes. He's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Timber. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. And the finish! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Dembele, he's shifting through the gears here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. He came in hard, very hard. Threads one in. Dembele finding himself in space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Havertz.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Ý, chọc
Yeah, they
cao
just
cho
simply
mà.
want to engage the counter-attack. Arsenal are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now it's Trossard. Now, can they get him away? Trossard has it out wide and in space. Cleared away. Dembele. Oh, this looks sharp. Romani spots it and intercepts. Well, that is one way to stop him. Driving on and making good progress. Rice. Saka. And it's Rice.
Ôi giời ơi, Ryan chỉ có bóng phát
Knocks
chất
it into
thôi.
space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka. Zubimendi. To Havertz. And here's Thuram. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione per la Francia.
Mưa.
Numero 6.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 9. Numero 8. Numero 2.
Saliba
Campo per il numero 25.
just beyond his reach.
Il numero 11. Il numero 24. Il numero
No,
23.
that's been intercepted.
Il numero 21. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
This is a promising build-up. For he's had a shot!
Hay quá nhỉ?
Oh,
Mà cái
super!
sút luôn như thế nào?
That is a gem! An absolute gem! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Tries to pass it through. Spread to the right. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivers the ball.
Oh, that's
Trời
a
ơi.
cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Conte. Nicely weighted ball.
Ui, đi thật. Chỉ có siêu nhân mới làm được mấy quả đấy thì sợ thật.
Remarkable powers of
Ê.
recovery.
Super
Yeah,
sub
and
ở
it's
sân
very
đó.
much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to
Then
maybe get a little sorry for
Sammy
yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Cambio di giocatori.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's a throw-in. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Doué. Olise looking to receive it in space. Deftly away.
Đều hết đàn đét này.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And a chance! Gabriel can clear it away. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bóng.
Oh, well measured. That's the keeper's ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That's been cut out, well played. Played with speed from back to front. Merino. Ødegaard. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Cái đi.
Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Dembele. And this is Dembele. Chance! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away.
Bắt đầu lên hot đấy. Ngon. Thế chứ. Đẹp. Tôi có mạnh hai thằng đây nó chạy cho sướng. Thì bất dạy.
là tiệm sửa xe máy ở ngã ba Nguyễn Gia Cổng, Lê Phong. Tôi đã tìm thấy nó. Chủ tiệm nói tên bị cháy do sạc điện bên cạnh bắt lửa.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. We're up and running then. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be.
Đánh đâu lỗi mình ta.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Play towards the front line. Gavi. Pedri. Pedri touches it back. Spain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He can run onto that. And it's Porro. Some good work on the right flank here. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Has a look up and delivers. Cleared away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Looking for a runner. Now it's Thuram. He's beaten the last man. He's on the finish! Spain yet to have an attempt on goal. Pedri. Traumeri. A probing pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, in these days of inverted...
Goal! And France are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Không khá nên được rồi, đã đến chỉ có
dình
ăn rùa thôi.
To manage it from here now.
The normal. And it's Pedri. Spain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Konate.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to
Cái
risk-taking
đá
at
vần
this
cho
stage.
nên lại
There's
kêu,
plenty of time
cái
left
đá
yet.
vần thì lại kêu.
Howson did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Morata carries the ball down the right. Pedro Porro has it in a wide position. Gavi aims beyond the defence. Looking for the far post.
Sâu quá em ơi.
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Đá vần thì lại kêu.
Hernandez. That's a cute ball.
Đã lộn.
France are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive.
Tries a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele! In he goes again.
Nhảy lồn này có chân nó muốn không bao giờ.
They are purring, truly purring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing...
And the shot! And no mistake!
Giờ dễ.
Just one goal in it now. Game on. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Ferran Torres. Saliba makes the interception. Hernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Thuram. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish?
Cái địt.
And it's in.
Vãi còn cứt bóng. Địt mà.
And there's the goal.
Tay thôi,
they've
đi
been
phe
looking
này
for.
đi mẹ này nó lợn nó nhồng
They
quá.
forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Pedro, oh, good!
Cái địt.
Oh, it's come off
Mẹ
the
mày.
upright.
Vãi cột dọc.
And it's been hooked away. And this is Dembele. Nice looking ball.
Vị không?
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Solo nelle apposite aree segnate sulla mappa. Grazie.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. So the perfect chance to get one back. That's an imaginative pass. That's good vision. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Takes a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. And it's Chouameni. Good ball, good take. Can he finish?
Ui, vãi lồn ghê vậy. Địt mẹ như kiểu thuê người đá nhỉ.
And they are disappearing out of sight. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Pedro Porro. That's a good foray he's making.
Mẹ.
France can breathe again, just.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Traoré, and that's been intercepted. Throwing. And it's Koundé. Doué's cross. And that has been knocked clear. Koundé tries to play it through. Doué's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's. And it is. Ferran Torres. And he is dashing away. Ferran Torres. Now this could be a chance. He's in a great position here. And he's gone backward here. And here's Pedri.
Cái đi mẹ mày thả bóng bóp tay không?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Good ball over the top. Raya is there and he can get that clear. Goes for goal! Great strike, the test for the keeper.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Gavi. He's got away. Gavi showing good feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's the throw.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24, numero 9, numero 6. Lascia Rabiot, il numero 10, il numero 12.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's running through. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. He'll fancy himself from here. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. He's gone direct. Just too high.
Ít được như là đẹp lắm rồi.
Spain perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Bóng phát ngôn thật.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nicely weighted ball. Nicely aimed pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Maignan. Now Saliba. Koundé. Now Mbappe. Mbappe makes a move down the right. Lenormand cuts out the pass. Pass somewhat off target. Rabiot. Dani Olmo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pedro Porro ventures forward. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's managed to get free. Howson.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Quality ball. Tries to pass it through. Bullish header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Koundé. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And this is Kante. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
This truly is a place of which you never tire. The San Siro, one of the most historic of football venues in Italy, or indeed anywhere. So straight into the action. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Gavi. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Mbappe. Zubimendi. Nice sequence of passes this. Ferran Torres.
Nghe được.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Morata. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubimendi here, but being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Koundé. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Doué! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pedro Porro. And it's Gavi. Spain are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That has not gone well.
Zubimendi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marked.
It's Rabiot! It's bounced back off the post. And he can thump it away. Now it's Morata.
Đổ gì đây?
Ferran Torres. And here's Morata. Morata! In he goes again. Goal! Spain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Spain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Decent chance! That's a decent clearance. Tries to play it through. Shoots!
Cái bịt mày, có mẹ về lại về à đấy, vãi lồn.
It's remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
France...
Đéo gì đấy?
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hernandez. And it's lofted through here. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to box. Tries a shot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own hands. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Gives it back. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pedri. Zubimendi making good progress. Threads one in. And it's Grimaldo. And that signals the end of the first period. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So off we go again.
Spain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
No, that was never going to make it. And they've got rid. And the shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Ferran Torres looking for a runner. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And that's going to be a booking. Howson. And it's Pedri. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Pedri simply can't escape his critics. He deserves an earful after that.
It's out for a goal kick. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24.
France choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Zubimendi. Lovely ball and a real chance. And the finish! And it's in!
Dễ.
They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Spain drag themselves back again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's intervened well there. Koundé.
Chắc cũng chịu được.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Oh, it's Dembele. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Spain have a free
Địt
kick.
mẹ trọng tài.
Second
Thế thì được.
A straight red card.
Rồi.
France are down to 10 men.
Đấy bơi. Còn con không? 5 phút đi. Chạy theo nó đi. Không vào thế à?
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 10.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Campo per il numero 26. Il numero 19. Cambio di
Deftly
giocatori.
away. Forwards and with intent. Spain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Dani Olmo. Dembele. Hernandez. And Konate. Oh, it's Dembele. Turns back here, probably the best option. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Dani Olmo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Cho nó cái thẻ nữa.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Olmo. Lovely feet. And he welcomes it in. Alex Grimaldo delivers. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And that is headed for the middle. No, that's been dealt with.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a promising position. Koundé. A Sơn promptly onto that, and that is that. Just eases him off the ball.
Chập vãi lồn.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Mất dạng.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Il numero 2, il numero 4. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Pedri. This is it then, now or never. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Chance, surely! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Koundé. Dembele chasing after it. Fabian Ruiz making foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Fofana has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident.
Well, the referee had given him a chance, and now he has to show him yellow. He has to.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
It's Ruiz. Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Oh, super ball. Back in once more.
This is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
And that should get the job done. Crosses it in here. Tries to get it clear. Pedri. This looks promising. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Spain have been handed a game-changing chance. So this to turn it right round. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen.
And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.